Hello you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, hello and welcome. So in this video I'm going to be doing a part 2 of my Wings of Fire hybrid challenge. Now the last time I did this, or when I did part 1, I think that was around, oh my goodness, like 5 or 6 months ago now, and I do think my art style has definitely improved since then. So I did end up doing multiple hybrids this time, not just the one, and I only did like the bust because it would be a little painful to do the full body design. So it's fine for now. As you can see, my placeholder right now is a dancing bird. But I am working on my main OC now, and thank you guys again so much for all the amazing suggestions. I did not expect so many of you guys to respond, but I appreciate the help so much. And I guess, yeah, anyway, with that, let's get into the video. So first off, we have Frost. He is a ice silk hybrid. Now his father is an ice wing, and he came to visit Pentala, but he eventually left, and he left when Frost was very young, so Frost doesn't really have any memory of him. But the main reason he left is just because of the climate. His father couldn't take it. He is an ice wing. He can't stand Pentala's heat, so he ended up leaving when Frost was very young. So Frost doesn't actually know what kind of hybrid he is. Now in my universe, hybrids are pretty common, so it's not something that most dragons, there are a lot of hybrids is what I'm trying to say, so it's common for some hybrids to actually not know what kind of hybrid they are. Now hybrids are still frowned upon by some dragons, but for the most part they are pretty accepted. Now Frost has a personality very similar to Blue, but once you get to know him, he definitely is more like Swordtail. Now I'm not a huge fan of Swordtail as a character in general, but the first book of the third arc, when Swordtail is first introduced, I think his character is good. But then after the first book in arc 3, his character starts to go downhill. But anyway, he's more like Blue and Swordtail kind of combined, and I do really like his color palette. I feel like all the blues, obviously, you can't go wrong, and he is a Silkwing, so being blue doesn't necessarily mean he's an Icewing hybrid, you know? I ended up giving him this long, almost like unicorny horn, mostly because I wanted to give him a sharp horn somewhere that kind of echoed his Icewing heritage, and I tried giving him like back spines, but I wasn't a huge fan, so I ended up with this, and I don't mind it. Now, I think him and his mother are like, they have a very nice, sweet relationship. I think they like their job or profession is tapestry weaving. Like, they're very artsy. Now most of these hybrids, I do have a bit of an artsy backstory, maybe because I'm an artist and I'm a little bit biased towards that profession, but it's okay. I was originally going to make him more of this violet-y color, but I ended up leaning more towards this icy blue. Now for accessories, I just gave him this shawl almost that I'd imagine him and his mother made himself, like when he was younger, or it's something his mother's mother or grandmother like passed down. Now I suppose that his name kind of gives away what hybrid he is, but I'm just going to forget about that. It's for the sake of the story, you know, it's fine, right? But also, I really am not good with names, so I ended up just calling him Frost. And yeah, I honestly really like his color palette. It's pretty simple, you can't really go wrong. But yeah, this is Frost, and if you gain his trust and become his friend, like he will protect you, and he will like sacrifice his life for you. Like, he's that kind of dragon, which I really love. Alright, so next up we have Scorpion, who is a sand hivewing. Now her mother came to Pyria, and her mother is a hivewing, very adventurous, and just wanted to explore the continents. Now in my universe, it takes place many years after the whole Dragons of Destiny, Sandric Prophecy, all that sort of stuff. So it's definitely, dragons have found a way to travel between continents. But anyway, Scorpion has this very calm and I guess, introverted demeanor. She's very sweet. She's not like Blue. She isn't really shy, but she's not a dragon that kills to hang out with other dragons, you know? She has 2 siblings, a younger sister and a younger brother, and her younger brother is very adventurous and bubbly and loves to run around and play and get in trouble, and she's always kind of the gentle sibling to give him that gentle kind of teasing, scolding, and I think they would have a really cute relationship. Now, for her like profession or interest, I think she really loves to make pottery, and I just think that's like a really fun thing. Pottery and music she really enjoys. So her parents both live together on Pyria, and they're like this happy little family. I ended up giving her these really pretty like stripes that kind of mimic hive-wing stripes, and they're kind of based off of Grand Canyon, like rock face kind of thing, and I feel like it echoes her hive-wing heritage, but it also kind of brings in that sandwing deserty aspect as well, so I really like how that tied into her design. Now, I don't really have too much up for her character other than she's a very chill dragon, and she doesn't have many friends, but she has kind of her couple friend circle, but she's definitely more of a family oriented dragon who really loves her family and loves to hang out with them. And I think it would be really cute if her and her mom like make little bits of pottery together. I ended up giving her 4 accessories, some jewelry, and a little succulent, and I think the green really helps like bring the design together. I also made her eyes green, but it's pretty hard to tell, but I really just love how that kind of ties the whole piece together. And honestly, I really love sandwing color palettes, and hive-wings also have a really similar color palette, so I feel like their hybridization works really well together. So yeah, that's Scorpion. Alrighty, so for our 3rd and final hybrid, we have Parrot. He is a Rainwing Skywing hybrid. Now, his father wasn't a very nice dragon, but basically, his mother and father met while his mother was traveling, and anyway, they ended up having Parrot. Now, his father left shortly after Parrot was hatched and just kind of ghosted his mom, basically. So he just left one night and he never thought to turn up. So anyway, Parrot was raised by his mother. Now, I think what's really fun about Parrot, I loved his color palette. Originally, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do when I first rolled these designs, because I ended up using Wings of Fire Tribe Wheel. You can just find it on Google, but I was really excited at first, and then I kind of realized, wait, Skywings are kind of just like yellow, orange, and red, and then Rainwing can be any color, so I was kind of struggling like with his color palette, but I ended up basing him off of a macaw, which kind of helped tie in the reds, the yellows, and a couple of other little accent colors that I really like. Now, like personality-wise, Parrot is very much, she's similar to Kinkajou, but a little more mellowed out, so kind of Kinkajou, but like kind of definitely chiller. So I really love his personality. I feel like he really just enjoys hanging out with friends, and he can be a little bit of a prankster sometimes, but he's super sweet. And I ended up giving him this like almost hippie boho aesthetic, like jewelry and beads. I feel like he really enjoys beading as kind of his like comfort craft. I think if a dragon could have ADHD, he does. And I don't know, I love his like color palette. Originally when I started making him, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the color palette, but I really do. And I think what would be really funny about his design is that he actually can breathe fire. So instead of venom, he breathes fire. And I also think kind of adding to that Skywing part of his heritage, he can't actually change any of the yellow or orange colors in his scales. He can only change the blues and greens. So I think that would be kind of a cool hint to his Skywing heritage. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.